to backtrack, the initial situation was during the Kaepernick situation where he was trying to come back. There was an incident where him and Max were talking, and you said Max acts a little blacker than you.
And like I said, I'm in the streets. Max almost seems blacker than you, Stephen A. with what he's coming, with his commentary.
With all due respect, my brother.
I'm just saying, dog.
Wait a minute. Wait to finish.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna check you right now. You don't cross the line.
I'm just saying.
Whatever, and that kind of got the thing going. So what happened from there? What happened?
And even at the clip, like again, you said it resurfaced. It resurfaced because I guess he did an interview with Joe Budden and he explained why he didn't like Max or he didn't like working with Max.
Okay.
And so obviously Max ended up getting fired, blah, 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 blah. So fans took to that interview and they brought up, okay, well, this is why T.O. said what he said.
Okay.
So I kept getting tagged on the video.
Okay.
And my phone, like, yo, what's going on? So I saw the comments or what have you, and I haven't backed down from anything. I just said facts and just left it at that. He took offense to that. Then he went on his podcast and said that I posted it, which I didn't. And even in my response to that, and I'm like, genius, I retweeted it. I didn't actually post it. I didn't go out of my way to go bring everything up. It was only a response to that interview that he did with Joe Budden about Max that all the fans, brought it up. So he took offense, to that. And so that's where it all resurfaced.
Now, I got a chance to see what he said. I went back and watched it. He said something about a lawsuit at ESPN or so. Can you bring some clarity to that?
Right. So I guess there was something going on. I guess we were talking about the Kaepernick situation. And somehow there was a text exchange between me and him.
Between you and Stephen A?
Me and Stephen A.
Okay.
And he, on air, he mentioned something about the text, which I didn't give him consent to do. The honest, I didn't go out of my way to go file a lawsuit. I had an attorney that reached out to me, like, yo, that's not right. It's copyright infringement, something along those lines.
Gotcha. Oh, so someone just reached out, an attorney came and found you about it and said, do you want to pursue action
this is what happens. Like, he can't do that. So it wasn't really him. It was I looked at ESPN.
Okay.
ESPN has dogged me over the years, mischaracterized me, having people having misunderstandings about who I am, whether as far as my character is concerned. Everybody's talking about I'm arrogant, I'm selfish. Of course, I've had disagreements with some players, some coaches, but who hasn't?
Right. Now, my question to you, but I do, not to cut you off, I don't want you to finish.
Right.
I do remember he was one of the so before all this shit hit, you guys were cool then, because I remember he used to stand up for you a lot. That was the one thing he used to do back in the day before the shit hit the fan.
I think everybody realized Stephen A. was cool with a lot of things back in the day.
Okay.
But as time has surpassed, a lot of people have a different opinion about who Stephen was then and who he is now.
Okay.
I'm one of those people. So regardless of that, me and Stephen A., we ain't buddy-buddy. You know what I mean? Whether he talks good or bad about me on his show, whether it's objective or subjective, that's his job.
Okay. I
didn't know Stephen A. prior to me, I guess our initial meeting. I guarantee he knew about me because of my play before I knew about him. So we're not buddy-buddy.
Okay.
At the end of the day. And so again, back to my point. The attorney reached out. He said, "This is what we're going to do." He went after ESPN. He submitted the file or the claim to ESPN, and that's how things started. But for him to say and allude or insinuate that it's a money grab or something like that, that's not cool. You know what I mean? To insinuate, oh, I'm broke, this and that and the other, because these are certain things, like I said, that it is personal. You know what I mean? It's no secret. I was represented by Drew and Jason Rosenhaus. They referred me to Pro Sports Financial, who's a financial advisor, and Jeff Rubin. It's public knowledge, bro. I got taken advantage of. They stole a lot of my money. Anybody that knows me, I didn't just go blow my money. You know what I mean? So yeah, do I have the means that I had back then? Absolutely not. But for him to go on TV and insinuate certain these things that I did X, Y, Z, and I'm desperate, that's not cool, bro.
That ain't nobody's business.
I'm not gonna let that slide. So at the end of the day, and I called him, I told him, I said, yo, keep that same energy. You're gonna call me a sorry ass and I'm pathetic, things of that. I'm trifling. If I ever come across him, keep that same energy. It's not a threat, but you're not gonna use that platform to downgrade me as a person and what I've accomplished for your benefit because you have a platform to do that. What have I ever done? Then holding up papers in his podcast like he got something on me. He's gonna expose me. Expose me for what? I urge him to. I give him permission to expose me because I've never done anything. You don't have anything on me. You got the world looking at me crazy like you got something on me. So if you do, please let it be known. Yeah. Like I said, I can look in this camera just like he looks into the camera and talk to America. And when I tell you, when I'm serious about that, Stephen A., keep that same energy, my guy. Keep that same energy. And I put that on Alizine Black, my dude. Keep that same energy that you did with your podcast. Keep it the same. That's all I got to say. Because I'm not going to go to another network and have them chop my stuff up and edit it. I want them to see me. You know what I mean? Because over the years, like I said, ESPN, they did me wrong. Anything that happened during the course of my career, I did 1.5 hour, 2-hour interviews. But they only showed like maybe 5 or 10 minutes of the clip.
To control the narrative.
Right. So that's why everybody thinks that I'm this person. That's why he can go on his podcast and compound some of those things and bring some of those things up as if I'm that person. Bro, I know what he's doing. That's not cool. But he wonders why, why I said what I said. I said it tongue in cheek, but there's always a little truth to it. That's why I said that Max seems blacker than him. I said what people are thinking.
To old, what they called Negro spirituals who related back to the Exodus, where they said, let my people go. That's right. We used to sing that around the Passover.
Really
let my
deep.
people go.
Are you serious
yes.
right now?
But now, like I said, I never back down from it. You know what I mean? I'm going to be a man of my word. And stand on it. Stand on what I say. Right. But it is what it is at this point. But obviously, you're talking about some of the things that I'm doing now. Getting ready to do a documentary. I'll say we're going to allude to some of it. We're not going to reveal everything, but some of how I grew up, some of the things that are going on, even just some of the things, like I said, me losing millions of dollars, through the recommendation of my agents at the time, Drew and Jason Rosenhaus. You know what I mean? Financially, like I said,
they was in on it.
Yeah. So again, those are things that people don't know. But again, for Stephen A. to use this platform to insinuate that I'm desperate, and those are the things. That's the word that he used. And when I asked him about it, he goes, "I didn't say you were desperate." I'm like, "Yes, you did. It's in your tweet. You said I was desperate." Then he went and doubled down on that with his podcast and said that I was doing stuff for money.